Hey, this is my first video. I'm sure you're very excited like I am. You know all those videos that you see bikers just cycling in beautiful, beautiful spots in the UK and Scotland, Iceland? I'm going to show you Suburbia in Chesterfield County, Virginia. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you some bright spots of this lovely county on my first ride in a few months. So the first thing you have to contend with in suburban cycling are cars. Cars on 2-lane roads that are small. But that's all right. You just pay attention, right? So, one of the great things about suburban riding is that you find the little curves and dealy bobs to make your ride enjoyable. It's a very windy day, by the way, today. So, one of the other things about riding in suburbia, look at that camera angle. Besides that 2-lane road, you have these big 4-lane roads, which I'll show you in a minute, that I had to cross in order to get to a bike lane. So check it out. So this is a 6-lane road, and the speed limit is 45. You think people go 45 here? Yeah, okay. I got a bridge to show you. But there's a little bike lane that you can see. So it's, you know, paint, but it's something. But I'm only on it for a little bit, so if you ever do this, you try to find little bits and pieces that you can cross really quickly before getting to where you want to go. So on that road called Courthouse, that had the bike lane, I turn on this other road called Lux. And you think I'm on a bike lane right now? No, I'll show you. This is not a bike lane, it's a shoulder. So, you know, oh boy. So it's still kind of a safe spot, but not that much. It's windy, and I'm so out of shape that going up a 1% grade is making me tired. All right, so from Courthouse on Lux to here is less than a mile, and here's the bike lane. So when they redid this road, they made it 4 lanes. They could have extended the bike lane, but you know, gosh, no, they didn't. And there's a lot of sand up there, so I'm going to shut this off in a minute, but it's a nice little downgrade. It's a little hill, fun to do. You see sand up there, and when that car's coming up on the corner, that's where the pedestrian was hit, a mother. It's really sad because you know, people speeding. It's a beautiful day though. So I was on the bike lane on Lux, which is, you know, improvement, very good improvement as to what it was. But I'm going to show you a really bad design, engineering design. First of all, it also, if you can see behind me, it goes into a bike path, like a multi-use path, which is great for the neighborhoods around here. Fantastic. There's also another issue with that. But let me show you what the design of this is. See, there's the bike lane where it came from. Here's a curb, and here is the ramp. So when cars come, like this one, you have to really get in and on like super, super quickly, because look how close that is. If they would have put it, I don't know, right here, that would have made much more sense. So I either have to risk it by getting hit by a car, or I could turn right and do a loop around and go on the sidewalk until I connect to this. But, you know, hey, multi-use path, which is this, right here, which is fantastic. Let's go on a ride. Hold on one second. Okay, so this project took a long time to build, but they finally got a little multi-use path here, which I see people using every day, because I go by here almost every day. My daughter does as well. There's a sidewalk over there. Fantastic. Again, but if you're a cyclist, and not just a recreational cyclist, which is great as well, perhaps you like riding longer distances, like I do, not today. But, so when I'm going this way, great. It then goes into a neighborhood, which I'll show you what happens if you want to keep going straight. But when I come back, Do I have to cross the street and come back over here and then cross the street again to get to the bike lane? No. Why would I do that? If I'm a cyclist and I have forward motion, I would be over there where those cars are coming from right now. So, you know, extend the bike lane. All right, I'll show you what's going on in a minute. Let's just stay on board. I gotta change gears though. It's hard to do holding the camera. I need to get better situated. All right, hold on. All right, so here's the end of the multi-use path. Now, if I wanted to go into another neighborhood, I could keep going straight, which is, I think, what I'll do today, because it's been so long. But usually, I go straight. And again, I apologize. I'm trying something new. I love biking, and I love biking videos. I'm an old guy, and it's like bike porn where you get to watch people where they bike. So I'm taking you on this path. It's a beautiful, windy day, Chesterfield County, Virginia. It's my normal, it takes me about an hour ride, give or take. I can extend it, make it shorter, things like that. So if I wanted to go straight, which I often do, because that'll take me to some great rural riding, you know, country roads, I'll be over here in that lane. Up ahead is an entrance to a freeway, and you can see maybe the lane to get on that highway starts in a minute. So, look, it's nice. So you have to navigate that little strip of dotted line, and hopefully no one gets hit. But people have before, because we know how some drivers are on their phones. Hey, I'm riding a bike on my phone, and I still have much more vision and control than a lot of drivers do. So that's the highway entrance, which I'll take. It's not even like a 1% grade. That's windy. All right, so that's that, which I'm used to navigating that, and you just kind of hold on. Again, I need to shift. I can't get to my right hand. I'll just tough it out. So this is nice, right? Nice little path behind the neighborhood. Great. It's one option to go riding. Hold on while I shift. Here, look, here's my shifter. Much better. So, can't tell you how nice it is to be out on the bike. I haven't been out so long. Part of it's weather. I mean, I have gear. I don't mind riding in the snow or riding in cold weather, but snow and ice, yeah, unless I'm on a trail on my other bike. But yeah. This is your typical suburban connector trail into another neighborhood. I need to shift again, so hopefully I'll cut this part out. I'm already in the low. So this is the hill. It goes down, up and down, up and down, which I know you're saying, oh, you're already on it. No, I want to get some more miles, so I'm going to turn around. There's no car behind me, just so you know. So I have to whip a Yui. And part of the thing I like about riding in Suburbia, ooh, so you get to see cool cars like that Wagoneer. Yeah, classic. Is that you get to explore. You could use your map if you want. You can just kind of explore different roads and see where they go, which is fun. I've created so many different loops. There's some kids playing. I'm gonna whip around. You get to see interesting houses. You know, I guess I'm at that age where I'm like, ooh, I really love that porch. Ooh, look at the mailbox they have on that. Or what the hell were they thinking? But so going back up this little hill, and so a lot of times if I want to do hill reps, I could come up this hill. There's a car behind me, which I could hear. So it's a 5% grade. Ugh. Not fun. And of course, I can't shift because I'm holding the damn camera. So halfway through my ride, doing about an hour, like I said, usually just over 10 miles or so. And it's been a while. So this is a great hill to go down. Now, if I had the camera set up, you know, like the professionals do, I could take you with me on this beautiful downhill where you could get some good speed, even for me, good speed. But I'll show you what it looks like at least at the beginning. So you can see it kind of curves around and it goes straight down. I don't want to do it holding onto the camera with one hand, so you'll just have to trust me. If I ever get a setup and you want to see it again, let me know in the comments and I will get a good, whatever they do, set it up so you can see this great downhill. But anyways, time to go downhill. So on that downhill, I got to about 30 miles an hour, which is fast for me, you know, which is why I didn't want to do one hand. So of course, you know, it goes up and down, more cars. But one thing I like about this swanky neighborhood is that they have a little path right there that goes all around different parts, which is great. It connects to a park where I used to run, and they have mines underneath, a ton of mines, a lot of history. It's a mining area here. So there's a little bridge. Nice. Gonna give me a wide berth. Very nice. I wasn't out in the middle of the road either. So again, you get to see people walking with beautiful dogs. Hey, how you doing? Good, thanks. Man, what a beautiful day though. This helps with your mental health. Getting out, seeing people, getting exercise. So, coming up to another busy area. So I'm gonna put the phone down and I'm gonna show you one of my favorite pit stops in a minute. So stay tuned. So, this is Midlothian Mines Park in Chesterfield County, Virginia. This is a pond. It's looking it's looking fuller now. It goes up and down, but I've run around this loop a bunch of times. Take my family here, my dogs here. It's a beautiful little spot. I try to stop here if I'm doing this easy route. Sometimes you can see turtles floating around, doing turtle-y things, but it's a great spot to have a snack, have some water, use the loo, use the bathroom, you know. So yeah, what a beautiful day. I see a lot of people out. I see kids on bikes coming around in a minute. Fantastic, right? Just a quick ride away. Get outside. So let's go on. So I just went through a neighborhood. I won't say what it is, but they're known for tacky Christmas lights, inflatables. So if you look down this road right here, it's a beautiful downhill, and there's, I don't know if you saw that car that turned, but it's such a fun little turn. I wish I could I wish I had a setup again to show you how fun it is when there's no cars to go down this little hill and turn this corner. It's fabulous. But yeah, it's really cool. I can do it slow without killing myself. We'll see. All right, so it's a really fun corner if you can catch it without cars. But the other thing about this beautiful road right here, repaved. Oh, so lovely. And it stops at another part that I like to stop at if I have time. Over here on the right, you know, like a little tiny wooded area, which I've seen deer through, which is cool. But again, if you could get the right speed going down this hill that we just went down and hit the corner, you could really open it up here if you were 20 years younger. Nah, people my age go faster than I do. That's all right. So I love this because it's an easy loop. I've already done just over 10 miles. Can't judge the time because I'm stopping to film. I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe I'll do a voiceover. But we're coming up on this beautiful spot. There's all these little lakes and ponds around here. And here it is, Walton Lake. Look how pretty that is. Kids come and fish. Look how pretty. Look at that. And then there's that swampy. But it's beautiful. So it's a fun little road if you pay attention, which I'm doing. I'm gonna shut off now. There's a couple hill climbs. Car coming behind me. So I'm gonna pull over and stop. So look, we're back where the trail is. And there's the bike lane that I was at earlier. And I gotta go. So I'm gonna give you an update. So I got off that Lux lane into another neighborhood by some schools, and Suburbia. I think my name is going to be Suburban Cyclist if it's not taken, or I'll just use my Ian Cycles. But there's a car coming. So yeah, I'm right by a school, high school right now. Went by an elementary school. People selling Girl Scout cookies. That's what I love about suburban cycling. You see everybody out and about. Let me show you this fun little corner though. Okay, hold on. This one I think I could do with one hand. So look, that's a bike lane. They recently put in some bike lanes, which is great, but they pissed everyone off here because they made the street even skinnier. So here we go. One-handed. Woo! Yeah, look at that. So it's a fun little curve. That's what it's all about, man. Little curves, little hills, doohickeys. I don't know why I said doohickey. But God, it's so nice today. I'm so needing a bike ride. I don't know about you, but man, getting out, it's just so good for the soul and the mind and everything. So during the school year, they have a little parade on this street. Bands, the elementary school comes out, high schoolers come out. It's for homecoming. And it's fun. Ooh, look at those rims. Okay. Anyways, so it's a nice little loop. We're gonna hit back to Courthouse Road on another busy part where I need to cross. So when I get there, I'll let you know. But you know, the other thing I like about suburban cycling, and maybe it's because I'm old, you start to see regular people. You see people that you used to work with, maybe. Like there's a house up here on the right where I'm like, oh, I used to work with that guy 20 years ago. And I said hi to him on a bike ride. I'm like, hey. And you get to pay attention to stuff like this house right here was for sale. They redid it. So who knows, maybe there's a new owner. This house had a huge, cool, really old Suburban that they sold. You know, things like that. But it's a fun neighborhood. Let's see if I could go down this hill without killing myself. Yeah, I'm not going fast. 17 miles an hour. Ooh, watch out. I could go faster. But, you know, I only have the one hand. So, again, about this neighborhood, they repaved it. And, which is great. And then they put in bike lanes, like there's a bike lane over there, but it then stops. And on this side, there's a community pool. On this side then, hey, look at that, a bike lane. I'm safe. Insert emoji eye roll. But it is better than nothing. So, it's a fun little circular route that I do when I want to get a quick hour or more or less. It also, on that route that I go on, will connect. I could go all over the place. And from my house too, I could go to downtown Richmond if I want, another way. You know, there's just, I like being able to leave from my home to ride someplace without having to get in the car. So, the sad part with this little section right here, it's a tiny little grade. I don't know if you can tell, way up there's the light. And if you're a cyclist, you could relate to this. But when you're this far away and you see the light and you know there's a hill coming and you're like, please don't change, wait for me. You want to make the light, or you want it right after, you know, it changes. And it's just, so I'm pedaling because if I missed a light, it sucks. The worst is when you get up here. The worst is when you get up here and it turns red right before you had a chance to go. So here's Courthouse. Whew, out of breath. There's the fabulous library. I'm going to put the phone down so I could make the turn really well. But I gotta go. And there you go. Back to my neighborhood. I just got to go down a little hill, about 15 miles, just about an hour. Beautiful day. I'll see you in a minute when I get home. Here's the hill I got to go down, which I normally go fast, but I'll go slow. That's my ride. Thanks for riding with me. Be sure to check out my podcast called The Mechanics of Transportation, found in all your local podcast areas, local whatever, wherever you find it. Another one called History Reinvented, about the history of the Mayo Bridge and Island in Richmond, Virginia. And I have a music show called Ian's World of Music on Mixcloud. Check it out. So if you like this, let me know in the comments. Give it a thumbs up, share it. And if you want me to do another one and get a better camera system, let me know. I'll take you on another suburban ride. Till next time, thanks for tagging along.